5 years old when the massacre happened. And he told people then that he saw what was going on, and he was standing by a cemetery, and he saw that they had dug up this huge hole, and they dumped something. He was too young to really understand what he was seeing. But he saw that they dumped a lot of things in this hole during the night. And to this day, they will not dig up whatever. And he's now 97, right? He's very old now. And he's still around, and he's still telling that story, that it's there. There is some proof there. And they're just got so much control of what's going on that they won't tell the story. There are also so many of the bodies that were killed, and the people who were killed, were thrown into the Arkansas River. And they washed downstream and blocked the water. The only reason they moved them was because it poisoned the water, and it was going to kill everybody back up in Tulsa who was still alive. And those bodies, there's no cemetery that's dedicated to what was left of the dying people. And I just don't know what else we can do except we stand up now and we make a difference.
Right on.
It's been a part of my life since I was a child. I mean, I didn't quite understand why I was hearing these things when I was young, but now I look back on it, and there was some goodness in it because it was based on Black people who were really doing well. And even my great-great-grandfather was a slave. And I have that record too, because J.D. wrote the story, but he was a slave. He was brought over as a child. He was so young, he didn't have his own parents, and he just was bought by this one plantation owner who had a daughter about his age. And just because he didn't have other children, they had to be friendly. And there was no racial relationship between them. And the young girl taught him how to read when he was young. And so he just happened to learn how to read. Nobody sent him to school. But he embraced every opportunity he had to move forward with this. And at some point, he had read that the Emancipation Proclamation was going to free slaves. And he looked up what all that meant and got an understanding of how he felt about it. And he went to his owner. And he said, the Emancipation Proclamation is going to free me. I don't want them to free me. I want to buy my freedom. I will work out, you owe me my freedom. I've worked all my life. And the owner, of course, kind of put him aside. Some months later, he took him back on the road. He was, I'm not sure what the plantation owner did, but he had time on the road. So he took my great-grandfather, who was in his season, and took him up from, he was in the country, state was I can't remember, but anyway, they wound up in Canada. They crossed over to Stratford, Ontario. At that point, his owner gave him his freedom. So he changed the second T in the word Stratford to the D, and we became Stratford. He gave the name, and that's how we got our name. And I love the fact that I know that story. I feel so strong about who we are. It's just that we all have that foundation.
That's right.
And it's there. It's there.
Yeah, that's right.
Perfect truth, and now that we know that our history existed, we were strong, we were powerful.